Harold Benson never imagined that a moment of joy could turn into quiet heartbreak. He was 74, a retired teacher, always neat, always kind. Every Sunday, his granddaughter Lily would run into his arms the moment she arrived. But lately, things had changed. She stayed close to her mom, avoiding hugs, wrinkling her nose when Harold leaned in to kiss her forehead. One afternoon, Harold overheard her whisper, "Grandpa smells weird," while tugging on her mother's sleeve. That night, Harold sat by his bedroom window long after everyone went to bed. He looked down at his hands clean, groomed just like always. He bathed daily. He wore fresh clothes. How could this happen? His story isn't rare. Many older adults begin to notice a strange distance forming between them and the people they love. Family opens windows quietly. People move slightly away in public. You might think it's imagination, but Harold's experience reveals something deeper, a change that almost no one talks about. As we age, our bodies naturally undergo shifts that affect how we smell. And the most surprising part, most seniors don't realize it's happening. It's not about being dirty. It's not about forgetting hygiene. It's about subtle changes, less sweat, different skin oils, and dry mouths that lead to a distinct scent. One that grandchildren pick up quickly, even if we can't. Harold didn't want to lose that special closeness with his family, so he started learning quietly. He discovered that this issue isn't rare. In fact, it affects nearly everyone past 60. And he also found something else. It can be fixed. In the video you're about to watch, you'll learn what Harold learned. How to gently and effectively care for your body in a way that helps reduce that specific scent without needing expensive products or complicated routines. It's not just about smelling better. It's about feeling confident again, about letting your grandchild sit on your lap with ease, about no longer feeling the sting of someone stepping back, about reclaiming joy, warmth, and closeness. So, if any part of Harold's story feels familiar, stay with us. The tips that follow may feel simple, but they have helped thousands just like him restore their sense of dignity and connection. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, someone silently wondering if they're the cause of uncomfortable silences or open windows, share this video with them. It could change more than just how they smell. It could change how they feel about themselves. Before we begin, please click the like button, subscribe if you'd like more honest, empowering health advice tailored for older adults, and turn on notifications so you never miss a tip that could help you or someone you love. Let's begin. Eleanor Myers, 79, prided herself on cleanliness. She bathed every morning and wore soft floral perfume. But one evening, her son quietly opened all the windows after dinner. She overheard him tell his wife, "Mom's room smells off again." Eleanor sat in silence that night, confused and hurt. She thought the perfume would help. Instead, it only masked the real issue and made it worse. Like many seniors, Eleanor didn't realize that aging brings invisible changes, less sweat, shifting skin oils, and dry mouth all combined to create a unique odor. It's not about poor hygiene, it's chemistry. Covering it up with cologne doesn't solve the problem. It stacks, scent upon scent, making things harder to bear for you and for those around you. To truly break this quiet cycle of hurt, we need to understand where the smell really comes from. Only then can we take steps that actually work. Eleanor had always kept things tidy, clean clothes, fresh sheets, daily showers. But no matter what she tried, the comments still came gentle, subtle, but they stung. Her granddaughter once pulled away during a hug. Her neighbor opened a window when she visited. Eleanor started wondering, what was she missing? She began researching and found something surprising. The body as it ages goes through changes that silently affect how we smell. The first change, sweat production drops significantly after 60. While that sounds like a good thing, it's not. Sweat helps carry out toxins. Without it, those toxins stay on the skin, feeding odor-causing bacteria. It's like never taking out the trash. Eventually, the smell builds up. The second change, sebum, the natural oil on your skin, shifts in composition. With age, it produces a compound called non-enol, which has a distinct musty odor. This substance barely exists in younger people, but it increases after 50 and peaks around 70. It's the real source of what people call the old person's smell. And the third, dry mouth. Saliva keeps the mouth clean and flushes bacteria, but older adults produce far less saliva, especially past 60. That dry mouth becomes a breeding ground for odor, even if you brush often. Eleanor finally understood this wasn't about not being clean. It was biology. But the good news, once she knew what was happening, she knew what to do. If you're still watching and any of this sounds familiar, you're not alone. These changes are natural, but they're not permanent problems. There are gentle, proven ways to manage them and feel confident again. Let us know you're here by leaving a 1 in the comments below. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell for more helpful videos like this. Simple, honest tips to help you live healthier, longer, and closer to the people you love. Let's move forward together. For years, Walter Collins tried every soap, spray, and powder on the shelf. But the quiet looks from his daughter-in-law never changed. One day she opened a window without saying a word, and it broke something in him. He'd had enough of short-term fixes that did nothing. Then he came across something different. Simple steps that didn't cost a thing, but changed everything. Walter decided to give it a try, and within just a week, something shifted. The tension in the room faded. His grandson hugged him without hesitation. His confidence returned. That's when he knew sometimes the answer isn't more products, it's better habits. Here's what Walter followed. These steps are practical, gentle, and rooted in how the body works as we age. They're not magic, but if done daily, they can make a real difference. Step 1, drink warm water consistently. It might sound too simple, but warm water is one of your body's best tools. It helps flush out waste through urine, which reduces odor from the inside out. The key is consistency. Walter started with just 1 glass every morning. That alone made him feel cleaner. Eventually, he built up to 6 glasses a day. 1 after waking, 1 before and after lunch, 1 mid-afternoon, 1 before dinner, and 1 before bed. His tip: set reminders tied to meals and routines. And remember, coffee and tea don't count. In fact, if you drink coffee, add an extra glass of water to balance it out. Step 2, walk in the sunlight. Walter wasn't a fan of exercise, but a neighbor suggested a short stroll just after sunrise. He tried it and never stopped. Light walking in mild sunlight before 10 in the morning or after 4 in the afternoon does more than stretch your legs. It helps your body sweat gently, which clears out toxins. Plus, sunlight naturally kills odor-causing bacteria on the skin. Even just 10 to 20 minutes made a difference. Step 3, shower with care. Walter always bathed, but he learned that how you bathe matters more than if you bathe. Hot water can strip away the skin's natural barrier, making odor worse. Walter switched to warm, not hot water. He also added a weekly soak in a bath around 100 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. It opened his pores and softened his skin, allowing built-up grime to wash away. The result? His skin felt smoother, and the scent his family once noticed faded. These 3 habits, water, walking, and warm showers, became Walter's daily rhythm. They didn't require any special products, just intention, a bit of consistency and care. Stick with these, and like Walter, you may start to feel a change not just in how you smell, but in how others respond to you. The smiles return, the hugs stay longer. But this is only the beginning, because there's still one more secret that made the biggest difference of all. For a long time, Edna Lewis thought she was doing everything right. She bathed daily, used soap, and wore perfume. But her granddaughter, once so close, now seemed distant. Hugs got shorter. There were comments about smells whispered behind closed doors. Edna was confused and quietly heartbroken. One afternoon, her neighbor, an older woman with a kind smile, leaned in and said, "Edna, I went through the same thing. It's not that we're unclean, it's that we're missing the right spots." That one sentence changed everything. Spot 1, skin folds. Edna had always rinsed quickly, but never focused on the little creases behind the ears, under the breasts, in the armpits, the belly button, behind the knees, all places where sweat and bacteria collect. These folds hold odor if left untouched. Now Edna uses a soft cloth and gently scrubs each one with care. No harsh rubbing, just consistency. Within days, she felt fresher. Her granddaughter even snuggled beside her during a movie night again. Spot 2, hair-covered areas, the scalp, armpits, and chest hair often trap oil and bacteria. Edna realized she'd been washing her hair, but never massaging her scalp properly. Now she does slow circular motions under warm water. She also cleans under her arms and around her torso with extra attention. The difference. Her daughter told her, "Mom, your room smells like you again, not like something else." Spot 3, high sweat zones. Her feet were the last thing on her mind, but they were part of the problem. Edna now scrubs between her toes, dries her feet completely, and switches socks daily. She uses cotton socks and lets her shoes air out overnight. Her living room smells fresher. She feels more confident inviting guests in. Edna didn't buy anything fancy. She didn't need to. She simply changed how she bathed and where she focused. She now uses warm, not hot, water, a mild soap, no heavy scents. After each shower, she moisturizes to keep skin from drying and flaking, especially in winter. And once a week, she soaks in warm water to relax and draw out deep residue. It's not magic, but it works. If you're still here, maybe it's your time too. Try these 3 steps. In 1 week, you may notice the air shift, not just around you, but between you and the people you love. Frank never thought food had anything to do with the way he smelled. I shower. I wash my clothes. But why do I still feel self-conscious? He asked one day at his local community center. What he didn't expect was how much his plate and even his toothbrush could change everything. 1, eat more colorful fruits and vegetables. Frank learned that foods rich in antioxidants help reduce internal oxidation, which is one of the main causes of aging-related odor. He began eating apples and tomatoes daily. Simple, affordable choices. Within weeks, even his daughter noticed. "You seem fresher?" She said. It made him smile. Berries, red grapes, carrots, and brown rice are all powerful sources. The brighter the color, the better the benefit. 2, add more watery produce. Doris had always struggled with drinking enough water. But when she started including cucumbers and watermelon in her daily meals, she felt lighter and, strangely enough, smelled cleaner. These fruits help flush toxins through the urine without you even realizing it. If chewing vegetables feels like a chore, blend them. A quick smoothie in the morning can work wonders. 3, improve oral hygiene beyond brushing. Helen used to think brushing twice a day was enough, but her breath told a different story. She now scrapes her tongue every morning, a trick a friend taught her. At first she gagged, but soon she couldn't start her day without it. The freshness in her breath became part of her confidence. Tongue scrapers are inexpensive and surprisingly effective. Sugar-free gum with xylitol after meals also boosts saliva and keeps things balanced. 4, cut down on coffee and alcohol. Carl loved his strong morning coffee, and a glass of whiskey in the evening felt like a reward. But he didn't realize both were drying him out from the inside, intensifying body odor. He didn't quit completely. He simply swapped 1 cup of coffee for roasted barley tea and kept water nearby. "I still enjoy my routine," he said, "but I smell less like a bar." 5, don't ignore your gut. Olivia had dealt with constipation for years, thinking it was just part of aging, but she never linked it to the strange sour smell she carried. When she started eating more fiber, like oats and steamed veggies, her digestion improved, and so did the way she felt in her own skin. Constipation builds up waste that gets pushed through the skin when the bowels are backed up. Solve that, and many smells disappear with it. These small changes aren't about perfection. They're about helping your body work with you, not against you. If you've made it this far, take it as a sign. Start with 1 habit. See how you feel, then build from there. Your health and your confidence are worth it. And if this video helped you reflect or learn something new, leave a comment below with the number 2 to let us know you're still here. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on more tips that help you live and smell better. Most people never suspect that their clothing and bedding might be the hidden source of that persistent old person's smell. But for 72-year-old Harold Simmons, it was a revelation. He bathed daily, used soap and lotion, but still noticed his grandchildren hesitated to hug him. Then one day, his daughter quietly suggested replacing his decade-old pillowcases. The truth is, even with proper hygiene, if we neglect what touches our bodies daily, the odor lingers. Start with your clothes. Clothing absorbs sweat, sebum, and skin cells, especially in hot weather. Re-wearing clothes, even just for a day or two, lets bacteria multiply. Harold now changes his shirts and undergarments daily. He also switched to breathable cotton fabrics that wick moisture away better than synthetics. Next is your bedding. We spend a third of our lives sleeping, but many seniors wash their sheets once a month or even less. Over time, your bed becomes a sponge for oils and odor. Change your pillowcases at least twice a week and your sheets weekly. Sun drying, if possible, helps kill bacteria naturally. Don't forget your shoes and socks. Feet sweat more than we realize, especially when confined in the same shoes every day. Harold learned to rotate his shoes and sprinkle a little baking soda inside to absorb moisture. Cotton socks changed daily made a huge difference. And lastly, air your home. Poor ventilation traps odor. Open your windows twice a day, 10 minutes in the morning and evening to let fresh air circulate. A small habit, but it makes the whole house feel brighter and lighter. You don't need expensive gadgets or fancy sprays. Just a few mindful changes in how you care for your clothes, bedding, and space can dramatically shift how others feel around you and how you feel about yourself. Let's bring it all together. That distinct smell often associated with aging doesn't come from a lack of hygiene. It comes from overlooked routines: dry skin from reduced sweat, oxidized skin oils, dry mouth from less saliva, low water intake, poor diet, and not washing clothes or bedding often enough. But the good news, small, consistent actions make a powerful difference. Drink at least 6 cups of warm water throughout the day. Take gentle walks in the morning sunlight. Pay special attention when washing, especially those spots that sweat more or grow hair. Include antioxidant-rich foods like berries and garlic in your meals. Brush and clean your tongue daily. Change your underwear every day. Wash your sheets weekly, and open your windows twice a day to refresh the air. None of these steps require expensive products or complex routines. Just simple shifts in your daily habits. Habits that have helped thousands of older adults feel cleaner, lighter, and more confident again. Let me tell you about Helen, 67 years old. She used to avoid sitting too close to her grandkids during movie nights. She felt embarrassed, unsure if others could smell what she couldn't. After just a few months of following these routines, something changed. Her granddaughter came running up, hugged her tight, and said, "Grandma, you smell like sunshine." That moment brought tears to Helen's eyes. You deserve moments like that too. If this video helped you think differently, gave you hope, or simply reminded you to care for yourself with love, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like more practical tips like these. And most importantly, share this with someone who may be quietly struggling. Before you go, I'd love to know what's one thing you're going to start doing today. Drinking more water, scrubbing those overlooked spots. Drop it in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else. Thanks for spending this time with us. Stay well, and I'll see you in the next video.